are watching Channel Adrian TV.
Yo, YouTube, Rumble, Facebook, X, wherever you're watching this, welcome to my NFL playoffs review. Even though I'm not playing FanDuel anymore because, like I said, I don't play a lot of FanDuel during the playoffs because there's not a lot of games being played because I'm more of a cash game tournament player, but I still wanted to talk about the playoffs. And from these past games, if these games are any indication of what these next games are going to be, I'm excited for the NFL playoffs. So y'all, let's go to the bracket and discuss what happened this following weekend. And y'all, as y'all see, we got the bracket. Now, Buffalo barely beat Jacksonville, and y'all know I wanted Jacksonville to win. Unfortunately, I couldn't make it to the game, but I was paying attention to the game, and I thought Jacksonville had it. But that second interception that Trevor Lawrence threw, it kind of killed their season and killed the hope for that game. But I do say Jacksonville has a good team. You're going to get Travis Hunter back. I like the coach that they have, and hopefully Trevor Lawrence can stop these turnovers. I think they said he had, 7 turnovers in the postseason, 7 interceptions, which is way too much. So if Trevor Lawrence can control his turnovers, I like where this Jacksonville team is going. Now for the Bills, they were very close to losing this game. And if they would have lost this game, you would have had a lot of people, a lot of pundits, a lot of people who report on sports saying Josh Allen may never get it done. So as of right now, Josh Allen and the Bills are live. They're going to play Denver Broncos. And right now, the odds makers do have the Bills winning that game. And y'all, we go to my team, the New England Patriots versus the Chargers. Y'all see, I got my cup, my Patriots cup. Let me get a sip. All right, but it was a defensive game. But the one thing I did have in the back of my mind is this a game Herbert's going to make that next step? Is Herbert going to actually perform in the playoffs? Now, unfortunately for him, he didn't. And fortunately for us, he didn't, because you see our defense was able to stifle him. Now, the ongoing story around Herbert in the playoffs is he chokes. And you have to be honest, if you look throughout his games in the postseason, he does continue to choke. So you have to see, is he going to be able to get over the hump? Is he going to be able to put anything together? Now, as for us, even though I like how our defense played and made big plays throughout the whole game, our offense needs to get something going, especially against our next team, which is going to be the Texans, because the Texans killed the Pittsburgh Steelers Monday night, and I felt bad for Aaron Rodgers. Y'all know I like Aaron Rodgers, and I like Mike Tomlin, and I wanted them to at least get one win, but the Texans pass rush was way too much. Aaron Rodgers was under pressure the whole game, the sacks, and you could tell Aaron Rodgers was getting frustrated, and his line was doing his best. It's just that this Houston Texans defense, especially with the pass rush, they can change games. They're pretty much game breakers. And y'all know my Patriots play them next, and I am worried to see how we can handle that pass rush if we can neutralize Will Anderson. Now, y'all do know at the end of the day, I'm going to pick my Pats, but I have to be honest, I am worried about that pass rush, and seeing how our offense didn't really generate a lot of points this past playoff game, I am worried, but y'all do know I'm going to go for my Pats. The Rams played Carolina, and they barely win. Y'all, I know this whole year I said I would be surprised if the Panthers made the playoffs. It proved me wrong this whole entire year. Give credit to their coaching staff, Bryce Young taking a step in the right direction, and their defense. But you have to think, if you're a Panthers fan, I know they picked up that option on Bryce Young, but some people are still skeptical about if he can be the quarterback of your future. Now for the Rams, Stafford, they pulled out a close game, and of course they would have wanted to beat the Panthers, but for whatever reason, the Panthers match up with them well, because you remember during the regular season, the Panthers did beat them. Then we go to the rivalry between the Green Bay Packers and the Chicago Bears. At first, Green Bay was killing them the whole entire game. And I'm not going to lie, I switched the game. I was like, this is going to be a blowout. Caleb Williams didn't show up. But what the Bears defense did, the adjustments they made in that second half, it completely changed the game. And for whatever reason, in this year, Caleb Williams has a slow start, but in that third and fourth quarter, he starts to heat up, and he led the team back to a comeback win. Now for the Bears and Ben Johnson, because you all seen that viral clip of him saying F the Packers, you could tell it was personal, especially when they did the handshake. But for Matt LaFleur and the Packers, so all Packer fans, how do you feel about Jordan Love's performance and the coaching staff performance not making a lot of adjustments in the second half? Because I understand if it's not broken in the first half, don't fix it, but towards the middle third to fourth quarter, you have to do something, because by that point, honestly, you have to think about it, they probably couldn't, because the Bears defense Hopkins and Caleb Williams was rolling to the point to where they had all the momentum in the game. So that's going to mean the Bears are going to play the Rams. And even though the Rams are the favorite, I'm going to go on a limb and pick the Bears. Now, for the 49ers and the Eagles, man, their offense was just looking awful the whole entire game. They didn't have the best O-line, so Barkley didn't really get off like he wanted to. Seeing what the Niners was able to do, still being able to score, even though Kittle went down with an ACL injury, which is horrible, especially during this time in the season. And then on top of that, the drama that the Eagles had to deal with, and AJ Brown, not saying he doesn't get the ball a lot, and those drops, and people questioned about that one pass he didn't die for. It was tough for Eagles fans, and a lot of people were complaining about their offense and offensive coordinator Kevin Patullo. Eagles fans, you don't have to worry because the Eagles already let him know they're going to make a change. Yeah, they did let Kevin Patullo go, so you knew, and a lot of people knew, especially if they didn't get at least to the Super Bowl and fix it in the postseason, people know he'll be one of the first dominoes to fall. And also, Mike Tomlin just announced that he is planning to step down. Now, if he was really planning to step down or if he was fired, only the people in the Pittsburgh Steelers organization and Mike Tomlin know that, but great career, and I can understand. It's just, like I said, sometimes it's just time for a new change. And then on top of that, with Tomlin gone, I'm pretty sure Rodgers might retire, which is sad for me because I do know I am an Aaron Rodgers fan. So if Mike Tomlin doesn't coach again and Aaron Rodgers doesn't play again, kudos to both of them. They're both going to be Hall of Famers. Now, y'all, to go back to the bracket, as you see, we got 4 games left. As I said, in the AFC, we got Buffalo playing in Denver. I'm going to take Buffalo in that game. I think the Buffalo Bills are going to pull it off. Now, for the Texans versus my Pats, y'all know I'm going to go for my Pats. For the Niners and Seahawks, I'm going to take the Seahawks in that one. Now, like I said, for the Rams and Bears, I'm going to take the Bears. So with that said, we're at the divisional round in the NFL playoffs. I will see y'all in the next video. If you are playing FanDuel, DraftKings, or any type of daily fantasy sports in the playoffs, good luck to you, and I will see y'all in the next video.